Ora si registrerà la conferenza.
Hi students, welcome to class. How is it going? Is it difficult? Is it getting easier now? Did you have problems with grammar? I hope not. Just make sure you send me any questions on the WhatsApp group, as I said many times. So I say it's time to get started, as we have many things to cover tonight. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. There you go. You should be able to see our A2 folder. And in the folder, let's look at the lesson plan. Now, under the lesson plan, we finished the reading and writing part 7 last lesson. And remember, we also did a speak up listening exercise as we finished the listening part 5 2 lessons ago. So we are done with the listening parts. We are done with the reading and writing parts. And tonight we have to talk about the speaking parts. And there are about 2 parts, speaking part 1 and speaking part 2. And let's go back and take a look at the grammar. So last time, remember, we used the English grammar PDF extract to see the grammar reference and practice. So I think we finished unit 6 last time. Let's go back and see where we stopped. There you go. Unit 6 grammar reference. Do you see it? Can you see it? What like, right? Remember, what's your teacher like? What's the weather like, right? And so we did this, and we did comparative and superlative adjectives. Remember? And so you were supposed to do some practice exercises as well. Okay, so we're going to check these exercises in a little bit. Before we move on to checking the grammar exercises, I would like to show you another folder I added to our classroom material, which is this one, the ELI picture dictionary. So it's a picture dictionary. Now, remember that I told you to look at the vocabulary list. So we do have a vocabulary list PDF file, which is this one right here. Okay, I'm going to open it. And I think that we looked at some words here in the list. Player, giocatore, playground, campo da gioco, pleased, essere lieto, pleased. Plastic, plant, pianta. Passport, right? Passaporto, passenger, passeggero, path, il sentiero, pay, pagare, PC, personal computer, pencil, una penna, pencil case, un astuccio, pen friend, un amico di penna, insomma un corrispondente diremo in italiano. People, pepper, perfect, perform, let's say a play at the theater for entertainment, performance, polite, essere educato, to be polite, swimming pool, popular, possibly, possibilmente, possible, possibile, piano, it's a piano, right? Il pianoforte, piano. Picture, una foto, piece, un pezzo, a piece of cake, un pezzo di torta, una fetta di torta. What a pity, che peccato. O pizza, the same as in Italian. Practice, praticare, prefer. I would prefer, would is a conditional, right? I would prefer, I prefer football to basketball. I would prefer to come with you. Preferirei venire con te. Prepare, pretty, carino. And I told you many times to look at these words, receptionist, receipt, la ricevuta, receipt, problem, program, project, pull, tirare, pupil, uno studente delle elementari, push, spingere, remember, ricordare, relaxing, qualcosa di, it's an adjective, qualcosa di rilassante, relax, it's a verb to relax, become happy, recipe, una ricetta, restaurant, question, quick, veloce, quickly, velocemente, right hand, mano destra, right, giusto, he swam to the right, your right hand, that's the right answer, turn right here, rabbit, coniglio, race, corsa, roast, arrostire, insomma, fare un arrosto, verb, roast, road, una strada principale, railway, la ferrovia, rain, pioggia, raincoat, impermeabile, roundabout. The roundabout is una rotonda, una rotonda stradale, roundabout. Read, leggere, ready, pronto, runner, corridore, share, condividere, ship, pecora, sheet, a sheet of paper, un foglio, sailing, navigare, sail, navigare, perdon, salad, un'insalata, shoe, scarpa, shop, negozio, shop assistant, un addetto alle vendite di un negozio, should, modal MV, modal verb, verbo modale, dovrei, shout, scared, shut, chiudere, shout, urlare, school child, ragazzo in età scolastica, science, scienza, scientist, scissors, forbici, simple, facile, second, right? Secretary, segretaria, single, sister, sorella, sentence, phrase, una frase, it's a sentence, skating, pattinare, share, condividere, skirt, gonna, spoon, cucchiaio, slim, magro, smart, there you go, smart, clever, intelligent, smoking, stamp, francobollo, star, stella, snake, serpente, snowboard, soap, sapone, social media, I think you understand social media, stomach, right? Stomach ache, mal di pancia. So every time you see ache, ache means mal di pancia, headache, mal di testa, stomach ache, headache, somebody, qualcuno, someone, qualcuno, something, qualcosa, sometimes, a volte, somewhere, da qualche parte, son, figlio, strong, forte, student, studente, soup, zuppa, and so forth. Okay, so teenager, telephone, television, temperature, sunglasses, gli occhiali da sole, textbook, un libro di testo. So remember, I remember telling you to look at this file to find words that you don't know, so you can look them up in the dictionary or online. So keep doing this exercise. Okay, so keep using this vocabulary list file. However, I did something for you, which is adding this picture dictionary. Okay, if you open the ELI folder, ELI picture dictionary, you find a little program, which is this one, dictionary. If you click on the software, I'm going to show you what happens. Okay, just give me a sec here. Okay, so when I click
picture dictionary, English,
you're going to see this game. Basically, it's going to help you learning words, right? It's going to improve your vocabulary list. For example, let's take a look at in the bookshop.
8.
Okay.
In the bookshop.
Okay, you should be able to see a bookshop here. You see lots of pictures, images, and if you click on them,
Poetry.
poetry,
Crime, thrillers and mystery. Fairy tales.
okay, so they tell you what these things are, and they tell you how to pronounce them and how you spell them. For example, if we look at this picture right here, and do you know what it is? What is this object right here? Let's click on it.
Information desk.
This is the information desk. Okay, let's say let's find something else in this picture that we may know. Right here looks like there's something. What is this?
Cashier.
Oh, it's a cashier. Okay, it's a cashier, the person you pay your books, or you register to rent a book. Let's, oh, there's something else here.
Trolley.
Trolley, yes, this is a trolley. Let's see if there are other words right here. Oh, what is this? Looks like a map to me.
Map.
Map. You see, it's a map. Kids are looking at a map here. So basically, this is in the bookshop, but in reality, let's say, what is this? In the grocery.
12. In the greengrocers.
Okay. So you can actually learn new words by clicking on
Apples.
this. Apples, bananas.
Bananas.
Pineapples. Okay. So you can use this software to practice your vocabulary. And keep in mind that I also gave you a quiz link, which was this one. Remember, if you select, copy the quiz link and paste it on, let's say, let me see if I can open a browser for a sec. Okay, so if you paste it on a browser, right, you're going to go straight to the Cambridge Dictionary web page. So you can actually, let's say, practice your vocabulary according to this subjects, boats, aircrafts, boats, for example. Okay. Remember which word matches the image. This is a helicopter. Right. Next. What is this? An airport, a train, a platform. I think it's an airport. Correct. Boat. So you should remember this as well to practice your words. Now, why am I saying this? I mean, why am I asking you to remind, or why am I asking you? Why am I reminding you to look at this material? Because tonight we have to talk about the speaking sections. Okay, the speaking sections. Speaking part 1. This one. and the speaking part 2 as well. So this is speaking part 1, and we also have to mention the speaking part 2 part, which is this one right here. Okay. Yes. Before we get into the speaking parts, I think we can actually look at the grammar practice we did last time. So I'm just gonna review that with you real quick to make sure that the exercises were correct. Now, keep in mind, I already sent you the keys, right? The keys, the solutions, right? To grammar part 6 on our WhatsApp group. So anyway, let's take a look at it and see if there were any problems with it. I told you that grammar part 6 was pretty easy last time, so I don't think you had many problems doing the exercises. But anyway, match the questions and answers. So what's feel like? What is feel like? See, he's tall, funny, and very kind. What's feel like? He's tall, funny, and very kind. See, what does feel like? Okay, so notice the difference. What is feel like and what does feel like? Sono due usi diversi della parola like. I'm going to say this in Italian, okay, because I think it's important. I want to underline, and I think it's important that you understand the difference. Quindi, benché scritta allo stesso modo, like and like, anche pronunciata in maniera simile, le due parole, essendo usate in due contesti diversi, significano due cose diverse, perché a differenza dell'italiano, l'inglese non è necessariamente specifico nel linguaggio, quindi non ha parole specifiche per identificare azioni o sostantivi in contesti diversi, ma può usare una stessa parola con significati diversi a seconda del contesto. Quindi, what's feel like? Ok? Che aspetto ha? Come appare feel? Quindi apparire. Like inteso come apparire. What's feel like? Come appare feel? La seconda domanda, what does feel like? È il verbo to like, piacere. What does feel like? B. Oh, the usual things, good food and nice people. What does feel like? Oh, the usual things. Quindi che cosa piace a feel? Ah, le solite cose, buon cibo e belle persone. Yes? What's feel like? Che aspetto ha feel? He's tall, è alto, divertente e molto gentile. He's tall, funny and very kind. So make sure you don't confuse these two things, okay? How is Phil? Now, how si traduce con come, giusto? How is Phil? Come sta Phil? A, very well, thanks. Quindi per dire come sta Phil, si dice how is Phil. Quindi non confondete il come sta Phil, con che cosa piace a Phil e che aspetto ha Phil. What's Phil like? What does Phil like? How is Phil? Ok? Very well, thanks. How is Phil? Very well, thanks. Molto bene, grazie. Answer these questions, exercise number 2. Answer these questions so they are true for you. Okay, what's your best friend like? What's your best friend like? What is like? Quindi che aspetto ha? She's funny or he is funny, right? I don't know. She's funny and very intelligent, okay? What does he, she like? Che cosa le piace o gli piace? He likes going out a lot. Gli piace parecchio andare a uscire. He likes going out a lot. What are you like? I am tall and slim. I have got brown hair and eyes. Oh, brown, there is a misspelling here. Brown, there's a little misspelling here. Brown, right? WN, brown, hair, and eyes. Oh, eyes here, there's a misspelling here, there is an E missing. What do you like? I like rice, pizza, pasta, meat, and fish with vegetables. What do you like? Okay. Yes. So what else do we have? Number 3, write the comparative and superlative of each adjective. Okay, so let's see this. Easy, easier, easiest. Expensive, more expensive, the most expensive. Far, farther, farthest. Sad, sadder, saddest. Interesting, more interesting, the most interesting. Remember, long adjectives, expensive, you see they are long adjective. Expensive, interesting, number 2 and number 5 are long adjectives. They use more for comparatives and most for superlatives. So the more expensive, the most expensive, the more interesting, the most interesting. Short adjectives like easy, far, sad, big, add er for comparatives or est for superlatives. So sadder, saddest, and remember to double the d, the consonant before the vowel. Sadder, saddest, bigger, the biggest, good. Good is an irregular adjective, so the comparative is bigger, sorry, better, and superlative the best. Funny, funnier, the funniest. Okay. Number 4, choose the correct sentence in each pair. Okay. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs, and you had to choose the correct sentence in each pair. My essay is better than yours. My essay is more good than yours. No, good is better. My essay is better than yours. This is the heaviest bag I have. This is the heaviest bag I have. Y becomes I. So this is wrong. Heaviest. No, there is a misspelling. The heaviest bag I have. So heavy becomes heaviest. The Y becomes I. Number 3, it's the worst place in the world. It's the worst place in the world. Okay, the first one is a comparative. It's the worst. So this is not the case of a comparative adjective. It's rather the case of a superlative adjective. So the correct one is it's the worst place in the world. Number 4, Florida is hotter than France. Florida is hotter than France. Well, we have to double the T. So Florida is hotter than France. Double T. Number 5, revising is boringer than shopping. Well, boringer, no, revising is more boring than shopping, right? Revising is more boring than shopping. Exercise number 5, complete the sentence with the superlative form of the adjective in bold. So rich is the adjective in bold, and we have to make the superlative. So he is the richest man in the world. I am a very fast runner. I am the fastest, right? Very fast is the adjective, fastest the superlative. I am the fastest runner in my club. It was an exciting experience. It's the most exciting experience I have ever had. Number 4, she's a beautiful girl. She is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. The class is very noisy. It's the noisiest in the school. It's a really sunny day. It's a really sunny day. It's the sunniest day of the year. so far. Okay? It was a really difficult exam. It's the most difficult exam I have ever taken. The most difficult. Okay, let's have a look, or let's take a look at exercise number 6. Complete the sentences with the comparative or superlative form of the adjective in brackets. So the adjective in brackets is this one, cheap, right? The brackets are parentheses. So the restaurant is cheaper than the other one in this street. The food is really good. I think it's the most delicious food in town. So the restaurant is cheaper than, remember this is a comparative, cheaper than, quindi più economico di, dell'altro, than the other one. The restaurant is cheaper than the other one in this street. The food is really good. I think it's the most delicious food in town. Who is the most popular actor in your country? Superlative, right? Who is the most popular actor in your country? Michael is a good player, but John is a better player than him. Better. But Peter is the most talented player in the team. Yes, Michael is a good player, but John is a better player than him. But Peter is the most talented player in the team. Could you tell me the quickest way to get to London from here? Could you tell me the quickest way to get to London from here? Eve is generous, but Laura is even more generous than her. Okay, more generous. I have never been happier. This is the happiest day of my life. Yes. Complete the sentences, use as. So as is a comparative. It's for equal comparatives, right? As and a word from the box. So we must use a word from the box and as to complete the sentences. I don't think a hippopotamus can run as fast as a lion. Quindi non penso che un ippopotamo possa correre tanto veloce quanto un leone. I think it's obvious, right? This summer is warm, but it's not as hot as last summer. This summer is warm, but it's not as hot as last summer. I'm a bit early. The journey didn't take as long as I expected. Okay, the Eiffel Tower isn't as tall as the Empire State Building. The children are asleep, so I'll be as quiet as I can. I got an A in my exam. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. I don't like oranges as much as apples. The Alps aren't as high as the Himalayas. My curry isn't as spicy as, there's an S missing here. My curry isn't as spicy as yours. I didn't expect the film to be as exciting as. I think there was a problem with the software here and the S just weren't saved. I didn't expect the film to be as exciting as, okay? As exciting as it was. Okay. Exercise number 8, complete the sentences, use then or as, and the adjective in bold. So, number 1, the example. Jake isn't as tall as Philip. Che cosa vuol dire? Jack non è tanto alto quanto Philip. Significa che Philip is taller than Jake. Giusto? Significa che semplicemente che Philip è più alto di Jake. Philip is taller than Jake. Allora, Rome isn't as expensive as London. Cosa vuol dire? Significa che London is more expensive than Rome. Ovviamente. I'm not a very good singer, Carol is. Carol is a better singer than me. We laughed the most. No one laughed as much as us. Shanghai is bigger than Moscow. Moscow isn't as big as Shanghai, obviously. He doesn't work very hard. I do. I work much harder than him. You are taller than me. I am not as tall as you are. And this was the end of the grammar practice unit 6. Okay, so I don't think this was too difficult for you, right? I mean, I think that you should have been able to do it quite easily. Okay, so now that we looked at the grammar practice and reference from last lesson, I think it's about time that we start talking about this speaking exam in the lesson plan. But before we actually get into the speaking part 1 in more details, I would like to show you some videos. These videos are examples of some speaking interviews or speaking exams that were recorded by Cambridge. So where can you find them? You can find them in our folder under video. Okay, you see video here. If I open video, I find some, yeah, you have three files here, text files, Asia, Luca and Federica, Tommaso and Greta, or I have another file where you can actually select, copy and paste this onto your browser, and you should be able to see these interviews, these speaking interviews. So let's look at the first one, this one right here. Let me see if this works for a sec. And I think you should be able to.
Good morning. Can I have your mark sheets, please? I'm Jane Alamano, and this is Radha Roy Chowdhury. What's your name?
My name is Rashid Ali.
And what's your name?
My name is Gonja Yashar.
Gonja, do you work or are you a student?
I work.
Where do you come from?
I'm from Turkey.
Thank you. Rashid, do you work or are you a student?
Yes, I work.
Where do you come from?
From Qatar.
Thank you. Now let's talk about friends. Rashid, how often do you see your friends?
Between 5 or 6 every week.
And what do you like doing with your friends?
I like this is my friendly my friend like to quiet and I don't know what.
And Goncha, where do your friends live?
In my country, the USA, and here.
And when do you see your friends?
Every day.
Now, Rashid, please tell me something about one of your friends.
My friend named Ali Jaber. This is manager of insurance company. Yes, I know him 20 years ago. Yeah.
Where did you meet your friend?
In my company.
Now let's talk about home. Goncha, who do you live with?
With my parents.
How many bedrooms are there in your home?
Bedroom, four bedroom. We have.
Rashid, where do you watch TV at home?
Where? In living room.
And what's your favorite room at home?
My country, majlis, this meeting all my friends and my father and my, this is beautiful, this beautiful room, not favorite room.
Now, Goncha, please tell me something about the things you like doing at home at the weekends.
I like have a breakfast with my family, and we have a big garden. We grow some plants, and that's all.
Do you like cooking at the weekends?
Yes, I like.
Now, in this part of the test, you're going to talk together. Here are some pictures that show different places to eat. Do you like these different places to eat? Say why or why not. I'll say that again.
Okay.
Do you like these different places to eat? Say why or why not. All right? Talk together.
Actually, I like this
Yes.
place to eat because I adore eating with my family.
Yeah. And my son.
Yes.
Yes.
And then this picture is good for me. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can see
This family,
happy
this
family.
yeah.
Yeah. And eat some food outside in the park.
Yeah.
What do you think about this picture?
This is trip to desert, I think. Cooked with the grill.
Yes.
And meat or this family, small family. Yes. This is a restaurant, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't like this same place because very noisy.
Yeah. No,
For me.
don't give any free time. This because now the high huge news. Noisy. Yes.
Do you think eating in restaurants is expensive?
Yes.
Here, Cambridge is
Yeah.
Cambridge
Yes.
expensive.
Do you think eating on the beach is fun, Rashid?
Yes, I think.
Why?
Because I can cook anything in beach and see them. Yes.
And do you think eating in the park is nice?
Yes, nice.
Why?
Because park has different plants and many tree and sometimes quiet place.
So, Rashid, which of these places to eat do you like best?
This is best, I think, because I can talk with my family.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Goncha, which of these places do you like best?
This is best for me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, do you prefer eating with friends or family, Goncha?
Both.
Why?
Different things, I think. Sometimes I want to spend time with my family, sometimes with my friends.
And what about you, Rashid? Do you prefer eating with friends or family?
With family.
Why?
I, but sometimes I go with my friend, but every time with my family because I went see my wife and daughter
Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant, Rashid?
at home.
Why?
This is, I think, healthy.
And what about you, Goncha? Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
Home,
Why?
because healthy and cheaper.
Thank you. That's the
You're
end of the
welcome.
test.
Thank you.
Okay, so this was one example of a speaking test, okay, an A2 key speaking test at Cambridge. So this was actually presented by Cambridge Assessment English, and it was a test taken by adults, right? I mean, the two characters here, these two people, Rashid and Gonka, are obviously two adults. But actually, if you look at the other files that I shared with you, there are some links that take you to videos of speaking tests for high school students or for younger students. Let's go and take a look at this one as well. Okay, this is Tommaso and Greta. Okay, so these are the exams taken by Tommaso and Greta. And you see, if you want, you can actually look at many more videos here online. Okay, if you want to get an idea of what a conversation or a speaking exam, a Cambridge speaking exam looks like. So I think that we might as well take a look at Greta and Tommaso's speaking exams. What do you think? I think that it would be a nice idea. So let's get started.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I have your mark sheets, please?
Yes.
I'm Sandra, and this is Carrie. What's your name?
My name's Tommaso.
And what's your name?
My name is Greta.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
Where do you live?
I live in Corsico, a small town near Milan.
Thank you. How old are you, Tommaso?
I'm 13 too.
Where do you live?
I live in Bucinasco near Milan.
Thank you. Now, let's talk about food. Tommaso, what did you have for lunch yesterday?
Yesterday I had pasta with clams and
What time
octopus.
do you usually have breakfast?
I usually had breakfast at 7:10.
Greta, what do you usually eat after school?
I usually eat pasta and meat.
Who cooks your meals?
My grandma cooks.
Now, Tommaso, please tell me something about what you like to eat with friends.
With my friends, I like to eat pizza and hamburger or panzerotti.
Do you and your friends go to restaurants?
No.
Now let's talk about clothes. Greta, what clothes do you wear to school?
I usually wear jeans with a t-shirt and
What's your favorite color for clothes?
my favorite color is black.
Tommaso, what clothes do you wear when you go to a party?
I usually wear shorts, and a t-shirt on the shirt, and a cap.
Who helps you buy your clothes?
My dad or my mom.
Greta, please tell me something about the clothes you buy.
I usually go with my mom in a shopping center, and I go in a lot of shop, and I try a lot of clothes, and then I pay.
Thank you.
that.
Now, in this part of the test, you're going to talk together. Here are some pictures that show different outdoor activities. Do you like these outdoor activities? Say why or why not. I'll say that again. Do you like these different outdoor activities? Say why or why not. All right, now talk together.
Do you like have a picnic with your friends?
Yes, because I like stay outdoor and with my friends, and I like it with each other. Do you like go cycling?
I don't like cycling a lot of, but sometimes I go with my parents in cycling. Do you like going skateboarding?
No, I don't, because I can't do it. Do you like go swimming?
Yes, I like go swimming because it's cool and funny. Do you like going to the concert?
No, I don't like. I don't, because I don't listen a lot of music, and I don't go to the concert.
Tommaso, do you think skateboarding is difficult?
Yes,
Why?
because you must go with a board, a little board, and you can go very fast.
Do you think swimming in a lake is dangerous?
No,
Why not?
because there isn't any big animals, or if you can swim in the lake, you can swim.
Greta, do you think going for a bike ride is fun?
Yes, because
Why?
because it's funny and sometimes cool. I don't know.
Do you think having a picnic is boring?
No, I think it's cool because with friends it's very funny and you can talk of a lot of things and it's cool.
Tommaso, which of these outdoor activities do you like best?
I like best go swimming.
And you?
I
Which
like-
of these outdoor activities do you like best?
I like best going to the concert.
Thank you. Can I have the booklet, please? Now, Greta, do you prefer being by the sea or in the mountains?
I prefer being in the sea because I like swimming and stay with my family in the sea.
And what about you, Tommaso? Do you
Me
prefer
too.
being by the sea or in the mountains?
I prefer being in sea, because I like swimming, stay with my friends, play with the sand, or play volleyball, beach soccer, and stay with my family,
Is it better to do sports alone or with other people?
with other people,
Why?
because you can talk about them, is more funny, and you can play with your friends.
And you, Greta, is it better to do sports alone or with other people?
I prefer doing sport with other people because for me the team sports are the best.
Why?
Because it's funnier and cooler and it is more interesting too.
Thank you. That is the end of the test.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so that was the end of Tommaso and Greta's test. Did you enjoy it? I mean, did you think it was easy, or you thought it was difficult? Let me know. Also, keep in mind that at this point, it's your time. I mean, you have to start thinking about your speaking.
Can I have your
Oops,
mark
just a
sheets,
sec.
please?
There is another test running here. Oh, this is a B1, for example. Like there was, I didn't post YouTube, so the next video started to play, and it was a B1. Okay, preliminary, Roberto and Simone. So you can also take a look at B1 tests if you like. But by now it's important that we start talking about your speaking exam. I mean, in the past, I asked you to send me some audio messages on WhatsApp. Remember? I asked you to, for example, to read articles like the boat house. Remember? I asked you to practice by reading aloud articles on our WhatsApp group. I think that I also suggested you to read some of these reading and writing exercises. Let's say, for example, part 2. Let's yeah, remember, like I asked you to read this delete, insert the pages. Rotate pages clockwise. I don't know. I think that I cannot do it on this machine here. Very bizarre. But anyway, yeah, I think that I asked you to read some of these articles. I don't know how I even showed you this. Strange. I'm sure that we did this, right? And I was able to actually flip this, but I don't know why it doesn't let me rotate the image tonight. That's pretty interesting. I was able to do it last time, wasn't I? Anyway, so this was one example. And what else? I think that I asked you to read your homework, for example, in our WhatsApp group. Remember? So tonight, I'm going to ask you to send me an audio message on our WhatsApp group, similar to the example you just saw on YouTube. Now we can actually look at the speaking part 1 PDF file, this one here. Okay. Students practice both phases of part 1 speaking test. So basically, actually, if we go back here for a sec, you notice that these speaking interviews are basically made up of 2 parts, right? The first part is when the interviewer is asking questions, right, to the students. Then the interviewer shows the students some pictures. This one, right, shows the students some pictures, and the students talk to each other about the pictures that they see. So actually here the students ask questions to each other or share their ideas and thoughts about the pictures that they're seeing. Then there is another phase of the speaking interview when the interviewer asks both students questions about those pictures, right? So basically, these are the parts of a Cambridge speaking exam, okay? Now, if we look at the speaking part 2 and the speaking part 2, sorry, speaking part 1 and speaking part 2 PDF, we see that these activities are explained, meaning that they tell you the kind of questions that they ask, how you should answer them, what you think, what about you, I think, I agree. So these are I love, I prefer, yes, I think so. So we're going to read these things to get an idea of what to expect for the speaking test. Okay. So students, let's start with the part 1 first. Okay, which is our file, part 1 speaking. Students practice both phases of the part 1 speaking test. The activities give them supported practice of asking and answering questions about themselves. So the interviewer is going to ask questions about yourself, right? These are some examples of some questions that the interviewer may ask you. For example, the interviewer may ask you, actually, the interviewer will most likely ask you, what's your name? How old are you? Where do you come from? Are you write up different country from their own here? Like, are you Italian? You know, are you French? Right? Or where do you live? Right? Do you live in, or do you live in Milan? Do you live in Rome? Okay. So these are some kind of questions, and you should practice asking questions and answering questions. So what I want you to do is start thinking about recording an audio message on our WhatsApp group answering these questions. So imagine I'm asking you these questions like, what's your name? How old are you? Where do you come from? Are you from Rome? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Where do you live? Right. I live in Milan. I live in Naples. I live in Turin. Do you live in Rome? Do you live in Milan? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Right. My name is, I am, right. Your age. I am 40, 50, 30, 20 years old. I come from the north, the south, right? No, I come from, are you from Rome? No, I come from Naples, right? So these are some examples of questions that you must answer, okay? So I want you to start recording audios answering these very simple questions. So once again, just make sure you have your telephone handy so you can actually you can send me an audio when I ask these questions. So, for example, are you ready? What's your name? I expect you to send me a message with the answer. My name is, right? What's your name? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Where do you come from? Where do you come from? Are you from Germany? Are you from Germany? No, I come from Italy, right? Are you from Germany? Where do you live? Right? Which city do you live in? Where do you live? Right. Do you live in the country? Or do you live by the sea? Right? Do you live in the country? Or do you live by the sea? Vivete in campagna o vivete vicino al mare? Do you live in the country? Or do you live in the mountains? Do you live in the mountains? Do you live in the country or do you live by the sea? Okay. So you should be able to answer these very simple questions. Okay. My name is, okay, I come from, okay. I live in, no, I don't live in the country, I live by the sea, for example. Okay. These are some other examples, okay, of questions they may ask. And keep in mind that during our mock exam, I mean, in a couple of lessons, I will ask you these questions live. So I expect you to answer these questions live as we speak, sending me your audios on WhatsApp. And I will use a different file, different speaking file for this, okay? But I will tell you about that later. So some of the questions that you may answer are: what subject do you like best? Now, these are obviously school-related questions, but they can be used by adults as well. What subjects do you like? What subject, one subject only, do you like best? Cioè, quale materia vi piace di più? Or not necessarily a school subject. You can also tell me about a science subject that you like if you're a professional, or whatever is your passion or whatever you are passionate about. So what subject do you like best? Ok? Quindi qual è la cosa che più vi piace in assoluto come materia? What clothes do you wear to school? What clothes do you wear to school? Now, just let's go back for a sec to the file I showed you, the little program for the picture dictionary, this one.
ELI, picture dictionary. English.
Okay, so let's see if we can find some winter clothes in the hotel, in a clothes shop. Maybe we can find some words there in case we need. This is in the theater. So we have just a couple of, what is this? In the clothes shop, yeah, we saw this. Okay, well, let's look at it.
13, in the clothes shop.
Okay, these are just some ideas, right? What is this?
Shop assistant.
Okay.
Customer.
Customer, right? Let's see.
Window dresser.
Window dresser.
Coat.
Coat, okay? So coat.
Jumper.
Jumper, or sweater in American English.
Jacket. Tie. Trousers. Boots. Hat. Handbag. Tights. Underwear. Socks. Blouse. Dress. Skirt. Cashier. Shopping bag.
Okay. Why am I doing this? In case you needed some help with these questions, what clothes do you wear to school? Or what clothes do you wear to work? Right? If you are a professional, or if you work, what clothes do you wear to work? Okay. For example, I wear jeans, I wear trousers, I wear dresses, I wear a uniform, right? What clothes do you wear? So you can use that reference to think about your answers. What clothes do you wear to school? Okay. Next question, what time do you finish school? Or what time do you finish work, if you work? Right? What time do you finish school? Right, I finish school at 2 p.m., for example. What time do you finish school? Yeah. What time do you finish work? I finish work at 7 p.m. Or I finish work at 5 p.m. I don't know. Question number 5. Please tell me something about the homework you have to do. So, number 5, you have to tell me something about the homework you have to do. For example, I usually have lots of homework to do. I study 2 hours every evening to do my homework, right? It's just an example. Or please tell me something about your work, about the work you have to do. If you are, so if you are a worker, please tell me something about the work you have to do. Okay, for example, usually at work I drive to the clients' homes or to the customers' homes, or usually at work I have to repair electronics, or I have to talk a lot on the phone, right? These are just some ideas to answer question number 5. Please tell me something about the homework you have to do. Yes, these are just some possible questions that they may ask, and you have to answer. Who do you live with? Who do you live with? I live, for example, I live with my parents, or I live with my wife, I live with my family, or I live alone. Yes, who do you live with? Who do you live with? Cioè, con chi vivi? Con chi vivete? Who do you live with? Number 7, how many bedrooms are there in your house? Right? How many bedrooms are there in your house? For example, there are 2 bedrooms, there are 3 bedrooms. How many bedrooms are there in your house? Right? Or maybe there is 1 bedroom on the first floor, and there are 2 bedrooms upstairs, right? If you have if you live in a house with 2 floors. Number 8, where do you watch TV at home? Where do you watch TV at home? Number 8. Where do you watch TV? Where do you watch TV at home? For example, I watch TV in the living room, right? Or I watch TV in the bedroom. I don't know. These are just some ideas, and you have to answer. Where do you watch TV at home? So think about the answers. So I would like you to answer these questions on WhatsApp. So send me an audio with your answers. But remember, this is part 1. Okay, so one more time. Let me show you where I get this in the lesson plan. Look for a speaking part 1. Okay. And you have to answer these questions. What's your name? How old are you? Where do you come from? Right? Do you live in the country, or do you live in the mountains, or do you live by the sea? So answer these questions for me, please, on WhatsApp. And also answer the following 8 questions. Oh, actually there are 10, so there are more questions. Okay, so where do you watch TV? So answer these questions, right? And send me an audio. Number 9, what's your favorite room in the house? What's your favorite room in the house? Right, for example, my favorite room in the house is the living room. Or why? Because I like relaxing on the couch. Or because I can watch TV there. Or because I can listen to music there. Or what's your favorite room in your house? My favorite room in the house is the kitchen. Why? Because I love cooking. Okay, these are just some ideas. Number 10, please tell me what you like doing at home. So please tell me what you like doing at home. What do you like doing at home? For example, I like I don't know, I like spending time with my family, or I like spending time alone, or I like to watch films in the living room, or I like to spend time with my children, right? Tell me what you like doing at home, like the things you enjoy doing when you are at home. Okay. And this is pretty much the end of the first phase, right? The first part of the speaking exam, because then the examiner is going to ask students to work in pairs. Give them a sheet of paper and tell them they have to choose a number. So these are examples, okay? So here is when they ask other students to talk to each other. So you may have to ask questions to another student, okay? So this is why I asked you to practice not just the answer, but also to ask questions, because the interviewer will ask you questions, but then you have to ask questions to your friend, and you will have to answer your friend's questions as well, okay? Or your peer, right? The other student, the student who is with you. Example, what school subject do you like best? Art. I like art because I love drawing. These are some questions that a peer may ask you, like another student when you enter in the room may ask you. If you don't understand your peer or your friend questions, remember to ask, could you repeat that, please? Could you repeat that, please? Okay, so you ask your friend to repeat the question. Could you repeat that, please? Okay. And students should take turns in being the assessor and the interlocutor, so the examiner. So first one student asks questions, then the other student asks questions. These are just examples, student A and student B. What's your name? These are just questions you may ask to your peer. What's your name? How old are you? Where do you come from? The same questions that the examiner, the interviewer asked you. Where do you come from? Where do you live? What subject do you like best? Or what things, if you want to be more general, you can ask, what things do you like best? What clothes do you wear to school? What clothes do you wear to work? Right, if you work. What clothes do you wear to work? What time do you finish school? Right, what time do you finish work if you work? What do you eat after work? Right, what do you eat after work? Like, what do you eat for dinner? Or what do you eat at noon? Please tell me something about the homework you have to do, or please tell me something about the work, not home, the work. If you work, the work you have to do, right? These are some other questions. As usual, what's your name? How old are you? Where do you come from? Where do you live? Do you live? Who do you live with? Who do you live with? How many bedrooms are there in your house? Where do you watch TV at home? What's your favorite room in your house? Please tell me what you like doing at home. Right? These are some examples of questions and answers. And here are more examples to make you practice being the examiner or the interlocutor, the examiner, the interviewer, as we say in American English. Example speaking test. So the examiner, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, right? Can I have your mark sheets, please? Right, this is the first question that we heard the examiner ask students. Can I have your mark sheets? The mark sheets is the paper that you wrote your writing and reading and speaking exam on. Right? Remember, before you take the speaking exam, you're going to take the reading and writing exam, right? Reading and writing exam. Then you're going to take the listening exam, and after the listening exam, you're going to take the speaking exam, right? Usually this is the order, right? Reading and writing, listening and speaking. So when you meet the examiner or the interviewer, they ask you to give them your mark sheets or your answer sheet, okay? And so you hand over the mark sheets, so you give them your answers. I am, this is, okay, what's your name? These are the questions that they're going to ask during the videos that we just watched as well. What's your name, right? How old are you? Well, this is the same questions. Then there is another phase 2, when the examiner is going to ask you to talk about food, for example. So this is where another part of the exam starts, right? For example, let's talk about food. What did you have for lunch yesterday? What time do you usually have breakfast? These are some other questions that you should be able to answer, right? What did you have for lunch yesterday? What time do you usually have breakfast? So once again, don't forget to answer these questions on an audio message on WhatsApp. Okay, so please send me your answers on an audio as soon as you can. So whenever you get a chance, send me this audio with your answers. What do you usually eat after school? Actually, this is what I want you to do. I want you to read the question. So you ask the question and then you answer the question as well. So I want you to send me an audio with both questions and answers. So you have to say, what did you have for lunch yesterday? I ate pasta with sauce, and then I had a nice salad, for example. Okay, what time do you usually have breakfast? I have breakfast at 7 a.m. So you have to ask me, you have to send me your question and your answer, okay, in your messages, in your audio messages. What do you usually eat after work? If you work, don't say school. What do you usually eat after work, right? Who cooks your meals at home? Right? Who cooks your meals at home? I do. Or my wife cooks, right? Or if you live with your parents, my mom or my father cooks. Who cooks your meals at home? Right? Now, student, please, student A, please tell, but you can answer anyway. Please tell me something about what you like to eat with friends, right? Tell me something about what you like to eat with friends. So, for example, I like to eat pizza with friends. We love going out on Saturday evening or Saturday night at the local pizza place in town, and things like that. So you have to think about something to tell me in order to answer these questions, these requests. Please tell me something about what you like to eat with friends. Now let's talk about clothes. So we are going to talk about something different. First, we talked about food, right? Let's talk about food. So the examiner is going to ask questions about food. Now let's talk about clothes. So the examiner is going to ask you about clothes. For example, what clothes do you wear to school? Or what clothes do you wear to work if you work, right? What's your favorite color for clothes? Oh, for example, I love blue, or I love red, I love blue jeans and I love red sweaters or jumpers, right? What's your favorite color for clothes? Oh, I love blue suits, right? If you're a businessman, right? So please don't forget to practice your answers, sending me all your messages, okay? Another question is, what clothes do you wear when you go to a party? A party, means also like maybe like a national holiday or whatever, not necessarily a private party. So what clothes do you wear when you go to a party? Right? I like wearing, for example, if you're a woman or a girl, I like wearing skirts, or I like wearing dresses. What clothes do you wear when you go to a party? Right? Think about a possible answer for this question, and don't forget to send me your audio with the answer. Who helps you to buy your clothes? This is an interesting question, right? Who helps you to buy your clothes? Right? Who helps you buy your clothes? I mean, usually, do you have if a dear friend you go shopping with? I mean, when you go shopping, do you go alone, or do you go with a friend? I mean, how do you go shopping? Who do you go shopping with, actually? Who helps you to buy your clothes? So just let me know. Send me your answer and let me know. There is another part. Please tell me something about the clothes you like to buy. Quindi, please tell me something about the clothes you like to buy. Che cosa mi sapete dire sugli abiti che vi piace comprare? For example, I usually buy clothes on sale, right? Cioè compro gli abiti con i saldi, right? Or I don't know, please tell me something about the clothes. I usually like, the latest fashion, no? Compro solo abiti all'ultima moda. I don't know. You tell me tell me something about the clothes you like to buy. Cioè ditemi voi qualcosa circa gli abiti che vi piace acquistare. Okay? And so this is pretty much all the questions you have to answer when it comes to speaking part 1 exam. Okay? These are more or less the things that they are going to ask you. Now that we looked at this part 1, I would like to watch another speaking exam, okay, so that hopefully you can understand a little bit better all the phases, right, of the speaking exam. Right, remember, first the examiner asks questions, right, then the students or the two here there are two boys, but I mean usually the two students ask questions to each other, then the interviewer asks questions again to both of them, right? These are the 3 phases of the speaking exam. So let's take a look at it one more time. This is Stephanie and Faiza, I think Cambridge English again. So let's see if we understand what is going on here a little bit better, okay? Ready? Let's get started.
Your mark sheets, please. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I have your mark sheets, please? I'm Helen Garside, and this is Jane Alamano. What's your name?
My name is Stephanie Ibrahim.
And what's your name?
My name is Faisal Hasbi.
Faisal, do you work or are you a student?
No, I am a student.
Where do you come from?
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Thank you. Stephanie, do you work or are you a student?
No, I am a student.
Where do you come from?
I am from Colombia.
Thank you. Now let's talk about friends. Stephanie, how often do you see your friends?
Depend. In 1 week or I don't know, and 1 month. I don't know.
What do you like doing with your friends?
I like dancing or maybe eating something or visit new place.
Faiza, where do your friends live?
In Saudi Arabia.
When do you see your friends?
Here or in my country? Here, every day in school, in my school.
Now, Stephanie, please tell me something about one of your friends.
I don't understand. Can you repeat, please?
Please tell me something about one of your friends.
Okay. My friends is friendly and polite and.
Where did you meet your friend? Did you see your friends last weekend?
Maybe. For example, this the Monday I must the exam. No, I don't see. But I try every weekend.
Now let's talk about home. Faiza, who do you live with?
I live with my family.
How many bedrooms are there in your home?
7 rooms.
Stephanie, where do you watch TV at home?
In the living room.
What's your favourite room at home?
My favorite room is my bedroom.
Now, Faiza, please tell me something about the things you like doing at home at the weekends.
At the weekend, sometimes I like still in my bedroom and reading something like this.
Do you play computer games at the weekends?
No.
Now, in this part of the test, you're going to talk together. Here are some pictures that show different places to eat. Do you like these different places to eat? Say why or why not. I'll say that again. Do you like these different places to eat? Say why or why not. All right? Now talk together.
Actually, I like eat in the restaurant and try a new dish and with my family or with my friend.
Yes, I like in the restaurant or with my friends or and in the house with my family.
You like make fire outside and eating something. Actually, I like grilled chicken. I like make that.
But I think the best it in the outside. Maybe with family or with friends. What do you think about?
Yeah, that's okay. But I prefer eat in my home, actually. Or in the restaurant, not sure.
No, it's boring.
Maybe for you.
Do you think eating at college or work is cheap?
Not sure.
To be honest, in the college the food is very horrible. I don't like. What do you think?
No, I have breakfast in my home, so I don't eat anything in my college or in my work.
Do you think eating in the park is nice?
Yes, when the weather good. Yeah, sometimes when I be quickly, I eat something in the garden.
So, Stephanie, which of these places to eat do you like best?
Depend. I like no. I like eating in new restaurant or I don't know. Maybe I like eat outside in the park or.
And you, Faiza, which of these places do you like best?
The best, I think, in the restaurant or in my home.
Thank you. Now, do you prefer eating with friends or family, Faiza?
Actually, together.
Why?
Because I am interesting with when I eat with my family, and here I enjoy when I eat with my friends.
And what about you, Stephanie?
In this moment, I prefer eat with my friends, but obviously it's better eat with my family.
Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant, Stephanie?
In my home, because I am eating food healthily. Yes.
And what about you, Faiza?
To be honest, I prefer eat in my home because my mother make good things.
Thank you. That is the end of the test.
Thank you.
Okay. So what did you think? I mean, did the speaking part one help you understanding what was going on here in the test a little bit better? What do you think? I mean, do you understand now what the test is about? So first of all, as you can see, the test is only about like 10 minutes long. So it is not really a long test. I mean, this part is only like 10 minutes. And keep in mind that there are two people speaking. So you may be requested to speak for about 5 minutes each, which is not really that long, to be honest with you. So obviously, this part, the speaking part that I have shown you, it's going to require a little bit more time, 30 to 35 minutes, because I ask you to answer and ask many more questions than you will be asked or that you will have to ask during the exam. So this is why I expect you to practice asking these questions, remember, and answering the same questions as well. So make sure you look at this file carefully and you ask and answer all the questions I have shown you so far, okay? Just for practice. Before we have our speaking exam in the upcoming lesson. Okay, so I told you that there are two speaking files here. So we looked at part one. Let's have a look at part two. Okay. Key for Schools paper part two, teachers note, students will practice. Okay. So you have another 25 to 30 minutes practice for the speaking test. And this focuses on language, okay, to discuss ideas and keep the conversation going between the two of you, you and your partner during the exam, okay? For example, these are just some ideas or questions that it's good to know how to ask in order to conversate, to have a conversation with your friend or with the other student. Like, do you think reading is fun? Or do you think eating is fun? Or do you like painting? These are the kind of questions you may want to think about. So what do you, in general, what do you like doing? Right? What do you like doing? For example, I like going for a walk by the sea. Or I like going to the gym. I like dancing. These are just some ideas that I'm suggesting you. What don't you like doing? For example, what don't you like doing? Well, I don't like watching sports on TV, for example, or I don't like I'm curious to know your answers. What don't you like doing? Cosa che non vi piace fare? What don't you like doing? Okay. What do you think? For example, I like summer sports. What do you think? I mean, oh, maybe I like winter sports. What do you think? I mean, do you like skiing? Do you like snowboarding, for example? What do you think? What about you? I like snowboarding. What about you? Cioè, tu invece, what about you? Right? I think snowboarding is fun. I agree. I like snowboarding too, for example. No, I don't like snowboarding. I love sailing, for example. Okay, or I prefer windsurfing, or I prefer swimming, right? Yes, these are just other options to keep the conversation going. Yes, I think so too. I don't think so. You know, I don't think so. I don't agree with you. Maybe, you know, maybe, but but I prefer, maybe, but I prefer. No, I don't. You know, I don't really like. I don't really like winter sports, for example. I don't. So these are just possible constructs. I mean, possible questions and answers that, or constructs in general, that may help your conversation going. Ask students to go back to the pictures. Yeah, so, you know, don't forget to ask questions that relate to the pictures you're going to see. But I don't think this will be a great issue for you. For example, you know, some pictures may be showing playing computer games, playing a guitar, musical instrument, playing football, reading, painting, drawing. So you have to be ready to ask questions about different topics, right? These are some ideas for questions. Do you think eating on the beach is fun? Right, I think it's fun. Oh, I agree. I don't think so. There is too much sand, for example. I think sand is a problem, so I don't like eating on the beach. Or do you think eating in a restaurant is expensive? Oh, yes, I think so. I mean, well, maybe, but you know, in reality, not too expensive. If you consider that I don't have to cook, I don't have to do the washing up, you know. Which one is your favorite? You know, I prefer. Which one is your favorite? Maybe pizza or maybe meat. You know, I prefer meat because what you like doing, you know. I love playing the guitar, or I love visiting new towns at weekends. What about you? What do you think? You can ask your friend, you know, what do you think? What do you think? Would you like to visit a new town next summer, for example? Maybe, you know, maybe, but I'm not sure. Maybe maybe I prefer to go to the beach. I don't know. These are just some ideas, you know, that you may want to consider. You may want to consider. And keep in mind that do you like these different hobbies? So they're going to show you, as I said, different pictures, right? So these were the pictures, right? Playing computer games, playing a guitar or a musical instrument, playing football, reading, painting, drawing. So this is similar to what you saw in the speaking exam I just showed you, right? Here, obviously, they are showing different pictures. It's not about food. It's not about eating out like the examples in the videos. Playing computer games, playing the guitar, musical instruments, you know, playing football, reading, painting. So, you know, what do you think? Like, which one do you prefer? These are some ideas. Like, what do you think? Which one is your favorite? What don't you like doing? What about you? You know, these are some questions Do you think eating on the beach is fun? Well, maybe this question is not related to these pictures, but just to get you an idea, okay? For example, do you prefer? Oh, then there is some other questions that the examiner may ask you. Discuss your likes and dislikes. You know, what you like, what you don't like, in order to share, to give your opinion, right? If you agree or you disagree with your partner. Do you prefer to spend your free time alone or with other people? Why? Which is more fun, playing sports or watching sports? Why? Right? Spending free time alone, spending free time with people, playing sports, watching sports. These are just some ideas, right? But this is pretty much the script, right? This is an example speaking test, right? Now, in this part of the test, you're going to ask to talk together. Here are some pictures that show different hobbies. Do you like these different hobbies? Say why or why not, all right? Now talk together. So now talk together means that, you know, you ask your partner, your friend, the other student, why or why not you like those pictures. For example, do you think playing an instrument is difficult? Do you play any musical instrument? Do you think painting is easy? Do you think painting is easy? So which of these hobbies do you like the best, right? Which of these hobbies do you like the best? Which of these hobbies do you like best, right? Do you prefer to spend your free time? This is a phase 2 when they ask you questions. Do you prefer to spend your free time alone or with other people, right? Why? And what about you? Do you prefer to spend your free time alone or with other people? Why? Yeah, thank you. That's the end of the test, basically. Which is more fun, playing sports or watching sports? Why and why not? So we looked at the paper part 2, the speaking part 2. Okay, speaking part 2. So I want you to do the same thing that we did for the speaking part 1, meaning you have to ask and answer questions, sending me audios so that I can actually check your work. You know, I can check your questions, I can check your answers, and so that you can actually practice speaking, because it's important that now you start speaking as well, not just reading, writing, and listening, but speaking as well. Okay. So I think that this should have been enough material for you to work on. As far as the speaking exam goes, and keep in mind that next lesson we are going to have reading and writing mock exam. So it's a simulation exam. We are going to do a mock exam, and I will not use the sample paper here. You have a sample paper exam, reading and writing, speaking, and there's a speaking sample test right here. You can use actually this one. This one talks about hobbies, of course. You can look at the speaking test as well to get some. They give you some ideas when it comes to questions and answers, right? And you can actually see those pictures again, and you can practice by recording your audios. But I will not use this sample paper here for the exam, for the mock exam. the simulation, but I will use this mock exam folder. Okay, so this is where I will find the reading and writing for a next lesson exam, or the exam practice, and I will do the same for the listening and the speaking part. So you can actually study that part as well. However, I do want to go back and look at grammar, another grammar unit, which is grammar unit 7. This one right here, which covers, which talks about present perfect. And I do want to do this because I think it's important, and maybe we may end the course with the unit have to and should, and some modal auxiliary verbs. But so we do have some time tonight before we end the lesson. So let's just take a quick look at this grammar reference 7. Remember, I told you that we do make perfects right here. You know, letter C. Remember the blue verbs perfect. So we do use the auxiliary, the verb to have, plus the past participle of a verb in order to remember the past participle of a verb in order to make perfects. So let's go back and do this. Has form. Have, has plus ed, past participle. The past participle or regular verbs ends in ed. There are many common irregular verbs. So you can see the list on page 145. Positive and negative. I, we, you, they have or haven't worked in the music business. He, she, it hasn't worked in the music business. How do we ask questions? We don't need the auxiliary do. We can just say have I, have we, you, they been to the United States. So have you been to the United States? The only thing I want you to notice here is that when I compare Italian and English on this part, some confusion may arise. Quindi se io faccio un paragone tra l'italiano e l'inglese, qui ho un po' di problemi, perché il presente perfetto, che io traduco con il verbo avere, è più il participio passato, cioè io ho studiato, io ho visto, ho visitato. In realtà in italiano non si chiama presente perfetto, ma si chiama passato prossimo. Quindi c'è un problema proprio di interpretazione del tempo, ed è un problema di natura culturale, cioè quello che in inglese viene detto presente, present perfect, un presente, in italiano noi lo indichiamo come un passato prossimo. Quindi attenzione a non confondervi con questa cosa, perché laddove io dico io ho mangiato, nella tabella dei verbi inglesi si intende un presente perfetto, non un passato, ok? Perché il passato perfetto è io avevo mangiato, quindi che sarebbe un trapassato prossimo. Quindi attenzione a non commettere questo errore, ok? Di fraintendere il presente perfetto con il passato prossimo, ok? Va bene? So, quindi have you been, sei mai stato negli Stati Uniti, passato prossimo in italiano, in inglese invece lo diciamo presente perfetto, ok? Quindi è un presente, non un passato in inglese. Short answers, have you been to Egypt? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. But let's focus on quindi on the use. We use present perfect. The present perfect looks back from the present to the past and expresses what has happened before now. Quindi questo ve lo riassumo un pochettino anziché leggerlo tutto, che in sostanza noi usiamo il present perfect, il presente perfetto, vale a dire il passato prossimo italiano, quando l'azione è indefinita in un tempo passato. Cioè se io non specifico il momento passato in cui è avvenuta un'azione, cioè io non dico ieri ho mangiato, ok, se non dico ieri, quindi dico semplicemente ho mangiato, uso un presente perfetto, perché se io specificassi il momento temporale passato, dovrei necessariamente poi usare un past simple e non un present perfect. Quindi use one, guardiamo questo esempio, use one. I have met a lot of famous people. Perfetto, io ho incontrato un sacco di persone famose, ma quando? L'anno scorso, 2 anni fa, 3 anni fa, quindi non è un tempo definito, quindi si può usare il present perfect. She has won awards, lei ha vinto dei premi, non viene specificato quando. She has lived here for 20 years, ha vissuto qui per 20 anni, quindi ha vissuto qui e ancora vive, quindi anche quando l'azione ha ancora delle conseguenze che sono notabili nel presente. Il present perfect può anche esprimere un'esperienza, quindi si usa per descrivere un'esperienza sostenuta, un'esperienza di vita. Per esempio, I have traveled a lot in Africa, ho viaggiato parecchio in Africa. They have lived all over the world, hanno vissuto da tutte le parti del mondo. Ever and never a common, quindi spesso si usano ever and never con il present perfect. Have you ever been in a car crash? Sei mai stato in un incidente automobilistico? My mother has never flown in a plane. Mia mamma non ha mai viaggiato in aereo. So the present perfect expresses an action or state which began in the past. Quindi esprime un'azione che è cominciata nel passato ma continua ancora nel presente. I have known Alice for 6 years. Sono 6 anni che conosco Alice. I have known, quindi ho conosciuto Alice per 6 anni. Cioè sono 6 anni che la conosco, perché ricordatevi che in inglese è un presente, present perfect, non è un passato. Non è inteso come un passato, questa è una percezione culturale del tempo, insomma, tipica diciamo del mondo anglofono. I have known Alice for 6 years. How long have you worked as a teacher? Per quanto tempo hai lavorato come un insegnante? Cioè, da quant'è che fai l'insegnante in pratica? How long have you worked as a teacher? In many languages, this use in English we say Peter has been a teacher for 10 years. No, Peter is a teacher for 10 years, ok? Quindi has been a teacher for 10 years. E non si usa Peter. In italiano magari potreste dire Peter è un insegnante da 10 anni, ma non è corretto in inglese, perché riguarda comunque sia fa parte della sua esperienza di vita, ma poi è un'azione che è cominciata nel passato e prosegue nel presente. Quindi non si sa per quanto tempo potrà anche durare la cosa. Present perfect expresses a past action with results in the present. I have lost my wallet, ho perso il mio portafoglio. The taxi has arrived, cioè il taxi è appena arrivato, no? The taxi has arrived. Has the postman been? Has the postman been? È passato il postino? Ok? Anche gli avverbi just, already, yet sono comuni con il present perfect. She has just had some good news. Ha appena ricevuto delle buone notizie. Yet si usano le negative. I have already had, ho già fatto colazione, ho già avuto colazione. I have already had breakfast. Has the postman been yet? È passato o no, o meno il postino? Has the postman been yet? It's 11 and she hasn't got up yet. Sono le 11 e ancora non si sveglia. Present perfect and past simple. Quindi il past simple, vedete la differenza, lo si usa quando c'è una data specifica. Per esempio, he died in 1882, cioè morì nel 1882. She got married when she was 22. Quindi quando indichiamo una locuzione temporale perfetta, precisa, esatta, allora non si usa il present perfect, ma si usa il past simple. Ok? A meno che diciamo, non ci riferiamo a periodi temporali che cominciano nel passato ma perdurano, hanno un inizio nel passato ma perdurano ancora nel presente. Quindi I worked here for 20 years, I worked here since 2002, I have worked here since I left school. Okay, I have never been to America. Compare the sentences. I broke my leg last year. No, I've broken my leg last year, perché c'è la data esatta di quando mi sono rotto la gamba. Last year, quindi past simple. He has worked as a musician all his life. No, he works as a musician all his life. When did you go to Greece? Non diciamo when have you been to Greece. When did you go to Greece? Okay? In 2012, in 2020. How long do you have your car? How long have you had your car? So you can also work on unit 7 practice and see if you can manage to do these exercises. And I think that for tonight we can end the lesson here. So don't forget that next lesson we are going to do the reading and writing mock exam, and that's going to take about an hour or so. So get ready, make sure you download the mock exam folder, because you are going to need the file on your computer in order for us to take the test, okay? Okay, guys, thank you very much for being here with me tonight, and see you next time.